Good people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The Secretary of the Northern Elders Forum, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed, did make some statement a day ago, and it trended real good, as most people consider his statement as a kind of endorsement for Peter Obi. And when that particular post he did trended on social media, most people were of the opinion that the reason behind that statement was the fact that Peter Obi had promised him the office of Secretary of the Government of the Federation in the case of him being, the president of Nigeria, or being elected the president of Nigeria, that possibly that could be a step towards campaigning for Peter Obi so that he can get the Northerners to vote for him. But guess what? Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed has come out to react to that statement, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking at in a jiffy. Don't forget that Peter Obi is one of the choicest candidates of Nigerians in the forthcoming elections, which will be happening in the month of February 2023. But first of all, let's look at what the reaction of Dr. Hakim Ahmed to this statement or to the trending accusation is, and what Nigerians have to say in that regard. Now, according to the news, the spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum, Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, has reacted to the allegation of endorsing the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, for the 2023 general elections. It will be recalled that Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed disclosed his opinion about Mr. Peter Obi after the recent meeting he had with him. Following his post on Twitter, some Nigerians, especially from the northern part of the country, are already suggesting that Dr. Hakim's comment is an endorsement for Obi's presidential bid. A follower also accused Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed for endorsing Obi because of the secretary to the government of the Federation post that the Labour Party presidential candidate promised him. Reacting on the allegation, Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed said people need to understand that his statement about Obi is not an endorsement. And according to him, he said, I don't tacitly endorse anything or anybody. I say it as I see it. You said I was promised an secretary to the government of the Federation position. I will blame your ignorance of my background stroke person for that. But you know you lied because you did not like my tweet, yet you say I have integrity and reputation. It's not for sale. That was what he said. And this is quite interesting. He was actually reacting to a statement made by someone, and this has triggered a lot of reaction. Now, first of all, it's important for people to know that Peter Obi is not just a candidate who is running for presidential position. Peter Obi has gone far beyond that. What we are seeing today is a product of a long-term integrity and a personality he has built for many years, and anyone who is very objective, anyone who is very sane, and anyone who does not want to linger on sentiment and all of that will tell you that Peter Obi has the pedigree to lead the country to a very prosperous future. You don't need to promise anybody. Now, the person who made that statement to Hakim Ahmed must also take into consideration that Hakim Ahmed is not the first northerner to have endorsed Peter Obi. Though he said he did not actually endorse Peter Obi, it was just a statement of facts that he made about Peter Obi. Outside that, already, Peter Obi is not, if you had noticed him, the man is not begging for votes. He's only trying to tell Nigerians that this is what I am capable of doing. This is my track record, and this is who I am. And before we knew, instead of people to come out to say Peter Obi is a nobody, Peter Obi is this and that, they are coming out with strong approval. And those who have had encounter with him, all what they have to say is that this guy is not a religious bigot, is not an ethnic bigot, neither is he a personality that can be subjected to anything like subjected to anything like fraudulent attitude or misappropriation of funds, and that he had a track record of ensuring that whatever he puts his money or the money of the state in must be reasonable and valuable enough to yield profit in the nearest future. And the only thing he loves doing most is to ensure that he provides valuable service if given the opportunity. So what this guy said, Hakim Ahmed actually said, has nothing to do with the fact that anybody had promised him anything. They sorry, I'll take that again. It has nothing to do with the promise Peter Obi has given to him. I've not even heard Peter Obi made any promise, but it is tantamount to the fact that this guy called Peter Obi is not a bigot. That's number one. He is not an ethnic driven person. He cares for the people in generality. He doesn't react to things based on the fact that you are from his state or you're from his local government. So you can now see that Peter Obi is one person that is highly loved by many people, and he has so much capacity in leading any place that you have given to him. He has been a success in the banking industry, went to Anambra State, left a mark which is in cannot be deleted right now. It's very provable everywhere he goes. So I feel it's important for people to understand this valid truth. You understand? And when Hakim Ahmed made that statement, the last statement he made, most people reacted to it, and the reactions are quite interesting. Someone here said that Baba Ahmed should not mind what this guy is saying. He said, I can't believe people are attacking you for such a harmless tweet. It seems clear why people from certain regions are not comfortable saying the truth in public. Aren't you entitled to your opinion? What about freedom of expression? That's a big question that people need to look at all times. Why is it that truth is difficult for you to admit? I don't care who the person is that says the truth or speaks the truth. I stand by that person. You understand? We've seen, like the other time when we were talking here, I did make mention of something that if I was in position of authority and I want to give someone a position for vice president, I'll go for Ribado, because Ribado was very a great guy. During the period he was EFCC chairman. So he's one person I can say you can vote for him. Even me personally, I'm not from the northern part of Nigeria, but if given an opportunity and I don't see anybody reasonable coming in from the southern part of the country, I can vote Kwan Kwanso, because Kwan Kwanso has a track record of faithfulness, had a track record of being there for the people. Another person reacted, said, it's painful how blind most of us are. We care more about things that are not what will improve our lives. Thank you for speaking out and saying your mind. That's he's talking to the same guy. That's I'm talking about Baba Ahmed. Another person is reacting to him and said, thank you for saying your mind. And guess what? That's the right thing to do as at this point, because we have seen so many people who were standing up for what that which is not true. Today they are suffering. Most of the day that has occurred is not from the northern part of Nigeria. So even if you elect the wrong person to lead a country, the person is not going to be drawing all the monies into your pocket. You're going to be suffering every negative decision the person makes. So for me, I think that Hakim Ahmed made that statement out of the fact that he has related with this guy and has seen this guy to be quite a superb person and have the capacity to lead a country, because whoever that must lead the country must not have any ethnic sentiment. He must be a Nigerian in all areas of life, Nigeria in generality, you understand? It shouldn't be someone who is more tied to the fact that he is from Southeast, he's from South, he's from northern part of the country and all of that. Well, that's where I like to leave it. Just go to our comment section. What's your standpoint on the reaction of Hakim Ahmed? Do you think that the statement was a product of the promises that was given to him?